when I went to Budo Junior, he bought for me. I never loved nice things. Bought for me a football boots, all uniforms. So come sports time, I put on my things. I didn't know what I was getting. One, I am not a very good runner. I've never played football anywhere really. So guys see me dressed like that, they fight for me.
Be on our side.
You have the equipment.
Yeah.
I was in the field for like 10 minutes or less. They threw me out. And I've never liked soccer. So while I was asking about the piano, my interest went into music. Yeah. So eventually I turned out into musician.
Yeah.
But that was for me the end of sports. Totally.
You have the resources. If you remember,
At least you picked up something when you dropped to the sports. At least you picked up the music, all right? Yeah, but because you have to find something that will keep you active, because the energy when you're in primary school is something else. It's like you're running to everything they send you for. It's like you can't stay still. So if you don't go into this, the arts, sports or something to put that energy, you're going to be chaotic to the matrons. You're going to be such a nuisance in the classroom. The teachers will not know where to, But I guess having had the opportunity to go to Budo, the exposure and having access to all those games you've mentioned, such a variety of options for one to find where to plug in and really figure out where they lie and take advantage of these opportunities that may not necessarily come to everybody who was in school while they were in school, right? Because I remember at Budo, I actually kept asking, how many games what game is not in this school? There's everything. Okay, some of us were not really athletic. We cheerlead and clap for our friends.
Mango power.
So considered, I think it should be considered a sport, because even then you feel
You're being a sport.
it is a sport in the US. It's actually very competitive, but that's a whole other But I think it's also having people participate and just coming together and having a melting point where they can all the levels disappear. Who is who? Whose child? Planned, unplanned. On the field, on the pitch, you kind of unless you come over-equipped but not skilled. Yes. I wanted to talk about the Great Pioneers Day. If you've been to Budo Junior, you have such an attachment, such a connection to Pioneers Day. I wanted to ask what it means for each and every one of us, because again, depending on the time you were there, maybe the way it was celebrated, depending on the headmaster, the administration. What was that for us as Budonians? Should I come for you, Annabelle, first? Okay.
As a child at that time, it was about eating. It is about eating. We're going to eat rice. Rice. Katoki.
Meat.
It was about eating, nothing more. And then people coming, talking things you do not understand. Whatever they are leading you to, eat it.
For you, the focus
Bottom
was the
line
food on the day.
was eating. Because I remember that the day, I think it was the 1st of November, the day the late Philip Retire came to school. He talked about, he donated a cow. So we had to eat that cow before when he's there.
He was a Kabinja.
I don't know.
He was.
He went to
So
the daughter also
This is cow not knowing.
For him, it was a national thing.
The focus was there.
Eating.
89.
So everyone has said, we shall not eat that cow. I don't know where even the hooves went. But we ate. We ate the offals. We ate the cow. We ate. And we were okay. Whatever happened, whoever donated, we didn't know. It was about eating. It is about eating.
For you, it's about eating.
It was
As a student, yeah,
as a child, it was about eating. Any moment to eat, as long as it was not posho, beans with mukene, soya sauce, we were good to go. Best moments.
Charles.
Honestly speaking, I don't remember anything about Pioneers Day as a student, as a pupil at Budo Junior School. Because for me, my time at Kabinja, every day was just party. You know, I came from this family of extremely, remember hardcore parents? You remember Sound of Music? So whenever I would go away from my father, I would make sure that I enjoyed my time at Kabinja. I would be the best of everything at home, but Kabinja. But today, it brings back a point of reflection. Pioneers Day. Because we are everything. We are. I love talking about my faults. Then, to inspire somebody that it can never be only that. You can come out of this. Like the time I told you when I cheated in a cross-country race. And my cheating, other people cheat to win. I cheated and I lost. I wanted to be, just because I want. You see, Budo Junior School, to this very day, I still dream of Budo Junior. I still see myself mango power. I see myself being scattering for mangoes. I see myself playing Shaka Zulu and piercing somebody, and the thing comes, a spear comes out of. I saw all that. I see the craziness and being modeled into this kind of. I'm so careful at the kind of choices I make today. So careful at how I raise my children. My children are also at Budo. I'm so careful. I'm very intentional in whatever I do. But all this was modeled way back. I do not come from this regular curricula like most Budonians come from. Budo bank, Budo what, Budo. For me, I walked from Budo straight into business. I've grown my business and it's doing well, not because I'm lucky, it's because I'm a Budonian. I literally know how to survive. Pioneers Day. To me, I feel I have to give back. I have to intentionally make sure that, because it's been almost 20-something years, 30 years since I left Budo. At least 30 years later, let there be another Kabogoze telling the story like I'm telling today, you know? So, to me, that's what pioneers mean to me.
Thank you.
As Mr. Kabogoza said, being a child, I don't remember having a Pioneer Day. And whatever event used to take, I was always looking up to
The eating.
And I don't remember anything like Pioneer Day. But of course, I had uncles who had gone to the same school. So they would come around. I have a judge on the hill. So it was always like family. But looking up to now, as I said earlier, the Pioneers Day is more reminding us of the family we had. I also still dream about, I think if you closed my eyes, if there is no new structure in Budo, actually, in my head, I walk with that school, like I know everywhere. If there is no new structure. So that is the family we had at Budo. And I want to tell you, Obis and Ojis were here, that we're still family in our different years. And if anything happens too, I'm in charge of finance in my year. We shall collect what we have to go and run to a brother or sister and make sure they are okay. So that is what Pioneers Day reminds me. And also as we go back to the school that formed us, is what do we give back? Anything that, I know I'm one of the people who called Mr. Ian Carter. I have a new book, but I have a class, we can actually get those books, these people to buy them. How do we give back to our people, to the school, to the family?
I can only infer from what you're saying. I have no idea what Pioneers Day. I will explain. In general, I think because of the times, my general memory of the junior school was one of pain. And it wasn't just my other cousin is deceased now. He told me the same thing. So all these years, from the day I walked out in 1980, I've never been back to that school.
Oh.
I've driven past it, looked at it, gone. About 6, maybe 8 months ago, our classmates had a reunion, I think, of some sort.
Your Budo Junior classmates?
Yes. So they invited me, specifically to actually play guitar. So I did, and I felt terribly uncomfortable. Not in a bad way, but it's also that I think Moses knows I'm usually uncomfortable about being, many people unless of course it's a bar where I can get lost. But even now, he called and it's not a man you say no to very easily.
Oh, really?
Yes, and he's very close to me. In Budo, I think these guys looked up to me and others. Yeah. So I thought I'll get here 2 or 3 times along the way while we're waiting. I very nearly walked away because it's not easy for me to. But I'm saying about Pioneers Day. Remind me, and we'll see what I feel like, so I can see what it's like. Maybe it will be helpful. Maybe it will be helpful. So that's Pioneers Day for me.
Wow.
To start with, I'm a 3rd generation Budonian. My grandfather, my mother's family all went through Budo. My grandfather was the head of the lower school before he became Budo Junior. And after him, a house was named Budo House.
Wow.
Yeah. So getting to Budo was Budo's family. Budo means a lot. My grandfather's from my mom's family. They grew up on the hill and so on. So coming to Budo was a natural progression. There was a lot of excitement about going there. Unfortunately, it was not a very good time to go to Budo Junior School. We joined Budo Junior School at the cusp of a great school, and then the great school caught in a rough time. I joined in 1979, just before the war. So the classes behind us talked about bread and things like that. There was no bread. In fact, when we would go back, be going to Kabinja, when we going back to school, the guys who've come before, who've come earlier than you and have done their tears, they would sing for you, "Welcome to Kabinja to eat some kaposho." back to Kabinja. So it was posho throughout. But having said that, so we went through, and after the war, the 79 war, things changed drastically. They became really hard, and we had to find ways of surviving. And with survival, it builds camaraderie. All right. So at the end of the day, we all are equal. I'm the head of our class, our Kabinja class. In our P7, we were 63. Our group has about 40 people. I can, in a minute, call 40 of my classmates.
Great.
Yes.
Wow. That's great.
Yes.
Wow.
Many of them are aware that we're here. Most of them are abroad. Unfortunately, others couldn't come. And I know his experience, and I knew we related the same time. So when Annabelle called me and I felt to get my classmates, I asked Harry, and just today, and I'm happy he came. So in our time, well, there was, like he said, there was no Pioneers Day. It's a new thing. It's something. I think I first saw it maybe 2015 or something. I think 2015.
Even
I came for
These
I came for
these are
for
celebrating.
one. And that's
Usually
what.
they start celebrating Pioneers Day, like a function. The way they
Yes.
Yeah, around about 2015, 16.
Yes, that's
It's a
what I
recent
asked.
thing.
Yeah, so it's not.
2015.
I think, yeah, 17 or 18, something
Yeah,
like that.
that's what about 2015 type of pictures. So have it's a good thing to celebrate it. It has molded many a person, very responsible people, resilient people. Not only resilient, they are people of integrity. People you can rely on, and then like you say, there are people who come out to help. My other sisters are also involved in other class groups, and they've done quite a lot of things for the school and especially for students. They don't gain anything from it, but that kind of charity, going through hardship, kau and all that together, gives them an obligation to keep giving back and also helping those around. So it's a good thing, and I look forward to attending it. Thank you.
Great. Julia.
Pioneers Day. Surely in our days, Pioneers Day wasn't being celebrated. We didn't know about Pioneers Day at all. But Pioneers Day is a great thing to me. Being a Budonian, my family, my father went to Budo. My mother's father also went to Budo. I mean, it's like a family thing. All my siblings, except one, they all went through Budo. And the friends that I have, most of them, went to Budo. And some of them we started from Kabinja. So really, Budo made us what we are. So I feel that Pioneers Day should be celebrated. Actually, one of my brothers is a pioneer, is one of the pioneer group, part of the pioneer group. He was in P3 at that time at the upper school. So when they moved, he moved with them. He's one
58.
of the, yeah. He's one of the group, part of the group that moved there first. So, to me, Budo has to be celebrated because it made us what we are. It has made me what I am. When I started working, I found some people working there who had already passed through Budo, and they made life easy for me. I started in UCB, and I went through, I rode through to Stanbic. So really, my working life hasn't been, they made it easy for me because they were there, they would show you the way, orient you. Yes. I think Pioneers Day is good to celebrate it. Because we need to give back.
Yeah. Trying to give back.
What she hasn't mentioned is that her father was the headmaster in our time.
Hey.
Yes.
In your time?
Yes, in our Yes.
Oh!
Yes.
It was
I
my
see.
headmaster also
Yes.
when
That helped me so much. I think he was there from 73 to 82. So that was when I was in S3 and had times. And every weekend we would trek down. I had four friends. I was with Dorothy, Phoebe, and I think Jane. We would trek down every Saturday to go and have some nicely cooked food. Yeah.
Yes.
Pioneers Day, as colleagues have mentioned, it's a new event in the school calendar. It's probably not even 10 years old yet. But I look at what it's meant to do. Because before it, there used to be all sorts of other events anyway. Many other schools, but even Budo. Speech Day, Sports Day. I think those were the two key functions, which almost every school has actually, wherever you go in the world, and it is normally when people congregate to celebrate one thing or another. But Pioneers Day, just like Founders Day, slightly goes a bit further because it's more like homecoming. It is specifically for those who went to the school to go back. Speech Day, Sports Day, and so on will always be there. But Founders Day and what? Pioneers Day is specifically for those who went to the school to have an opportunity to come back. So it's a homecoming. And as people have mentioned, this is to celebrate and give back. And what are we celebrating? I think we all have certain experiences, good and bad. But that's what life is about. There's nothing perfect, or you learn through bad experiences and so on. And personally, my abiding memories of Budo Junior School especially, is resilience. You learned how to, because at a very early stage, you go and you learn how to live difficulty, how to make friends. The school was a leveler. We had ministers, children, presidents, and so on. But when you were there, you are all the same. So you learned also. You had colleagues. For me, when I remember every time the thing that comes to mind is, I feel I was privileged to have gone to Budo. You met pupils and students who are extremely talented in all sorts of, whether it's academic, whether it's sports, others just fun, others, and you find Budonians have ended up in all sorts of places, things which some people don't even realize and so on. But all those people, you are rubbing shoulders with them. So for me, it was humbling also. It's a privilege to have been there. And even when you go in life, you normally meet people, you don't even know who they are. But when they later on tell you, by the way, that guy is a Budonian, you say, I thought there was something there. This is what I've found, We may not even become friends or whatever. But, so it is something that is subliminal and so on. And I think that's what everybody gets in their life experiences, wherever they are. So it is, it's a day for homecoming, to go back, share our experiences and celebrate them. So I would encourage people to do that and go back on that particular day. Yes.
John.
Yeah, Pioneers Day. What comes to my mind, because I haven't been to Pioneers Day at Budo Junior School. And in our times, there was nothing like that, because we just knew when there's a function, you do a lot of cleaning, and then you must be in order, uniform must be well kept, bishop, whatever, so it is a better meal for the day. So there were so many functions. Some I couldn't understand, but you could know that maybe confirmation was the only clear day, because it is you wearing your nice suit and your parents coming with a cake, and then the bishop, of course, confirming you, and so it was a celebration. And every school would be looking at the P7s, how you're dressed. So that is the only clear day in my mind about being at Budo Junior School. So when somebody asks me about Pioneers Day, I'm looking at going back to school to connect with the Budonians of different decades, generations, and then seeing how we continue to impact each other, because the world is a bit wider, bigger, and so if I know what he's doing and I can support him, so when I go to Pioneers Day and I get to know, okay, you are into bakery, you are into this, it's a time to match history, network, and then see, because you see, sometimes right now, as we do life, and we remind ourselves of those things, you laugh and say, by the way, these things never get obsolete, because it was part of what we're doing. So for me, Pioneers Day, it is catching up with my old folks. And of course, when you go to that school, there are things to do. Why? Because of exposure. Either you have exposure in Europe or Australia. So you're like, okay, by the way, can't we do something like this? Then we have talent. So when you pick talent together and we do something for the school, it becomes cheaper. and become something that we look forward to and say, by the way, our class, our season, we were able to do A, B, C, D. So that is what comes to mind when somebody asks me about Pioneers Day.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you so much, everyone, for those. It's interesting, you all talk about the same thing, but it kind of touches you a little different and yet almost similar. That goes to show you that we're all attached to our school in one way or another. We are nostalgic, we are passionate, and we are forever grateful for it. For all of us who have not been part of the podcast, please do come and join us. Everybody who's been here has enjoyed themselves. Anybody who's gone to Budo, from junior school, King's College, please do come and share your memories, your stories. And 4th July, please, all roads will lead to Budo Junior School. Come, you can't run out of space. Please do come, bring your children, bring your grandchildren, show them the great school you attended. Let us celebrate the school that made us, the school where our young memories started, where we were stubbornnest but now have structured into better focused human beings. And let us celebrate Budo. Because like I said at the beginning, Budo made 120 years this year, and we are celebrating it throughout the year because 120 is a huge mark for us, like for anybody. And so we'll continue having the podcast. Please do join us. Those who've been asking where to find the Old Budonians Club, it's located in Chisasi along the Bukoto Chisasi Road. You're welcome any day of the week, Monday to Friday. We are open 9 to 5 p.m. Please do come, ask. You'll be answered. Anything you wanted to find out about the club, as a Budonian, our doors are open to you. And even our neighbors and our friends and other alumni, you're always welcome. The special edition for the Pioneers Day comes to an end. We'll see you at the school. I want to thank my guests. These ones in the second session, and my other guests from junior school who were here earlier today. Hope we'll see you again for another edition. And for this episode, I have been your host, Mahoza Susan, President Old Budonians Club. See you at the next podcast.
Beautiful.